Hey guys, welcome to the first Ozark Outdoors Challenge. Today we're with Nick DeWolf. Nick's told me that the tough fish to catch here are over 240, so that's what we're going for. That's the challenge, something over 240.
Yes, sir. We're gonna go for over some 240. They get big here, and this time of year, you know, it's possible, but it's gonna be a tough challenge. We're gonna get out there and try to, you know, just only target big fish today, trying to break that 240 mark.
All right, since it's so frigid out here, we're gonna be nice to Nick, and we're gonna let him pick the rod of your choice. What are you gonna fish with today?
I'm gonna fish with the Ozark 16-footer, and then the Ozark also 14-footer, and try to boat flip one of these fish.
All right, cool. So if he wins, if he can get that fish in the boat over 240, I'm gonna donate $500 to the charity of his choice. So what would that be?
We're gonna go to Autism Anglers.
All right. Yeah, you're a huge supporter of autism.
Yeah, they do a lot of things for autism communities. So they're out there to, you know, help people just like me with autism. So something I love to support.
All right, near and dear to his heart. All right, so now the flip side of that coin, I'm gonna let you choose what happens if you don't catch that 240.
So if I don't catch it, we're going swimming.
Woo! All right, all right. And the temperature today is?
I think the water temperature when I put the boat in is at 39 or something, 40-ish.
Well, I'll cross my fingers, but I gotta be honest, I'm excited to see you go swimming in that Alberta, Canada hat. All right, so you pick the poles. I'm gonna pick the time limit.
Oh no.
So you gotta find that plus 240 fish, 240 or more. I'll give you the 240.
Okay.
240 or more in an hour.
Whew. Let's get to it then. It looks like I might be taking a dunk, but we're gonna try our best. And I might do it either way, so we'll see.
Attaboy. All right, you ready to get to it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. So for those of you not aware of how crappie fishing has gone these days, we're gonna be using LiveScope off the front. You're going to search for them, target them based on how big they are on your screen in reference to your grid, and then try and land on the big girls.
Yeah, I always, you know, people always say, you know, it's a video game or cheating or something like that. So I just tell them I'm a dot fisherman. I'm gonna go catch dots. It's a lot harder than people think, though. And we don't have a net.
Oh, so yeah, you gotta boat it.
We're boat flipping them.
I guess
so it's gonna make it even worse if I know it's like a 250.
Yeah.
And it falls off the hook or something.
Yeah, that
I might go swimming for it.
I was just gonna say that might be cause for getting in the water, chase that bad boy down. Now you find a fish that's over 240 here, male or female?
Always female.
Always.
Holding eggs.
Girls. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. If they're males, they're probably like 120s. They're never gonna get that size on them.
All right, so we're out here on the water. Nick's got everything set up. He's ready to get rolling. Let's go ahead and start that clock. 1 hour, Nick.
Let's go.
Now, I can certainly appreciate the technology and adding brakes to the back of the boat, but when you're talking about how many things you have to manage at once, a lot going on when you add something else.
Yeah, you can win out of a John boat, but being consistent out of a John boat's a whole different thing. They're now getting on these real heavy boats. You know, they're using these older style boats that weight a lot more. You know, now they're kind of built for speed, but you have this boat slap when you start doing that. And with those older boats that are heavier, it sinks in the water more, doesn't slap the water as much. So they're learning that kind of stuff, and it just, if it catches them one more fish a day, that one more fish could be the difference between them and $25,000.
Yeah. So we got a little breeze blowing in our face, chilling everything down. Nick's getting the nose of the boat, heading right in. Starting to take notice. Come on, come on. He's got it. See what we got.
Black crappie. That's strange out here in the middle.
Not quite a 240. It didn't take us long to get started.
Started sizing them up. Black crappie out here, that's kind of strange. Usually they ain't out here by themselves.
Huh. All right, so Nick's got the first fish. Maybe a 1 pounder, a long way off from 240. He's got his eyes on another one. They've dropped, that big old girl's dropped down to the bottom, so he's got to try and pick her out of the mud. All right, so we had to move spots. The wind was just a little strong, kept blowing Nick off his spots. He's hoping that if we head back into the wind, he'll be able to get on those fish a little better. And by hoping, I mean like he's literally hoping so that he doesn't have to take a plunge in the frigid water.
Let's not talk about it.
Well, it looks like you got one on screen.
He does, but he's running. The thing is, they can run on LiveScope, but they can't hide.
definitely picked a good day to challenge Nick. Got the wind, got a new setup on his monitors that's blocking his view of the trolling motor. He's
Cloudy day.
It's choppy, it's frigid.
It rained all day yesterday.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Perfect conditions.
Perfect conditions for a swim.
Hope y'all brought extra clothes.
I did for me.
Oh, I'm just gonna wear a jacket home.
There you go.
Really, I mean, I've gotten so used to wind, fishing in wind, so I mean, learning it was hard. Knowing how to drag your pole, hand-eye coordination, stuff like that. But this guy just keeps swimming slowly forward, so with the wind trying to catch up to him while swimming, it's hard because once they stop, then you have to be able to stop in time so you don't run them over or spook them. That's the hardest part about it. Boat control is the hardest part of this whole deal.
Almost 25 minutes in. Time is ticking away on poor Nick. That's one of the things people like to say. It's using a LiveScope is cheating, but just because you can find them and see them doesn't mean you can get them to bite.
And staying on them.
Yeah, especially with the wind blowing on
Running
you.
the trolling motor, moving your rod in the right direction while reading the screen.
There it is. What you got?
240. Another black. Better one. Oh! Catch and release.
It was a 240.
Catch and release.
Fisherman's tail. If it got away, it had to be a 240.
Cut that.
Fish number 2 didn't get to be weighed, bounced off the boat and back into the water.
This is like a clear cutthroat minnow. So if we don't do something here soon, we're gonna change to a bright color. Is there timeouts?
Yes, there's. You know, I don't think we set timeouts in the rules.
All right, well, I need you to open this main box.
Yeah, this guy.
I'm gonna go to a brighter instead of a more natural. I'm gonna go to a brighter bait and just see how it reacts to that.
So Nick's changed up the colors, hoping he can drop on this fish. See if we get him. There you go. What we got? What we got? That's a better one.
That's a 2.
Nice.
Here we go. First 2 of the day.
There you go. Thick across the shoulders. Woo. Nice belly on him. You got a scale on board? We can't even weigh a 240.
It's 240. I know it's 240. The scale says different.
Does it?
Yeah, mine's off by like 0.3. You 240 on a Crappie Master scale or mine?
We'll go by yours. Yeah, you don't think it's gonna make it? Well, he's turning away from me.
Let me show you something before we do this.
He's gonna throw some weights in the fish. He's turning away from me to weigh it.
We can't. Look at it. You see it? See it all the way down in there? See the tail?
The eating?
See the shad in there? Got her one. All right.
The time of truth. Oh, it's a 222.
222. We need to find one just a hair bigger. That's a great fish, though.
Time's ticking away, brother.
I think the record on the slate's like 305. I mean, it's not crazy, but there's a lot of these.
Right. So far we've got 2 black crappies around a pound, and we've got a nice white crappie at 222, 18.18 short of the goal for today. Time's ticking away. Think you can get it, Nick?
I'm trying to. We catch it on the mini.
There you go.
We catch it on the mini.
Now Nick's changing up the rules a little bit. He was going to use a 16 or 14. We'll go ahead though.
I forgot.
We'll give you a fighting chance. He's going to use the mini.
This would be harder. This one would be harder than those. Remember, I don't have a net. Or a fish that wants to stick around. Good fish though.
Yeah. Another beautiful fish. I don't know, Nick. You might have got that extra 0.18. Oh, maybe not.
Nope,
A little shorter, huh?
Yep. I think it's gonna go same size. Or I think the belly's a little bit bigger, but a smaller fish. This right here would be like a 180 pre-spawn, or you know, in any other time of the year. It's probably gonna go
over here.
Let's guess. What's the
205 is my guess.
205. I'm gonna go 213. Right at 2 pounds.
198. I saw that flash to 207. I thought for sure I had nailed it. A little short. Tick, 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 burr.
Oh yeah, that helps my anxiety. Hey, stand behind me and just count down from like 10, 9.
Well, definitely a little more frigid today. You dropping down the tree.
51-degree water temperature.
It's perfect for an ice bath.
I did that polar plunge at 36, and as soon as I hit the water, it
took your breath away?
That and seized me up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna drown.
It's one of the things with LiveScope that's so different than traditional fishing is that you literally have the rod facing behind you, tracking that fish. There it is. Come on.
Good fish.
Nick's redemption.
Woo! Not gonna do it. At least they're both flipping pretty good.
Yeah, not enough belly on that one.
No. About a 1.7 or so. Might be a male. Might be just be shad in there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any eggs.
No, just a little thin in the belly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your service. Several fish under 2 pounds, one over, 222. Time's ticking away. Nick is getting closer and closer to being a wet, cold puppy.
Just eat it. I'll put you back in the water. I'll put you back.
You know you're getting down in time and getting desperate when you start negotiating with the fish from top of the water.
I promise I'll release you right back.
5 minutes more. 5 minutes. We're going down to the wire. He's got a 222. He needs to make up 0.18. Chased a couple of those big fish, but just can't get him to bite.
We're going for big bait. We're going to like a giant bait.
Changing up again, going to the big bait, swinging for the fences. Oh, there she is. You want me to hold the rod while you grab her?
Good job. Falls off, falls off.
Oh!
And we don't have a net. Both flipping them.
I guess
So it's gonna make it even worse if I know it's like a 250.
Yeah.
And it falls off the hook or something. Good job. She falls off, falls off.
Oh! That snagged the whole line off, huh?
That was a 3-pound fish.
Absolutely.
Rookie mistake. Trying to boat flip it.
All right, so he's trying to quickly get rigged back up, see if he can snag that 3-pound fish again. Tried to boat flip it. Fish hit the side of the boat, didn't quite clear it, and off it came.
You gonna try to grab it this time?
Yep.
Okay. This is her. Don't broke the line.
I'm just gonna steer it towards me.
Grab it.
I don't want.
Just grab. And we don't have a net. Grab it in the mouth, please.
Woo! All right, there you go, Nick. That's your beauty.
She bit twice. I mean, I know they will bite twice, but we had this same exact fish all the way up to the boat. Just, I mean, we hurried up, retied, put another jig on, retied, seen her, you know, swimming around. So right after that, I mean, I dropped her back on her. She turned really quick, which is kind of surprising.
And we didn't stage that. That really happened. And as much as I want to see Nick in the water when that 3 pound came off, man, nothing more heartbreaking than losing a 3 or a fish that you think is a 3. So the fact that that fish bit,
I mean, this might not be, probably around somewhere around there.
All right, slap that with.
But usually when you hook them like that and they swim off, you know, if you miss them, they might not go too far. But if you like hook them and get them to the surface, usually they swim off and don't want anything to do. That fish didn't move 20 yards. It's around 262 is what it kept going to. It's the waves helping us. Around 2.6, right around the 2.6 fish, man.
All right, brother.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Man, that is a gorgeous catch. Hooked it, lost it, caught it again, and then it doesn't get any better than that.
Look at the belly. I mean, even the shoulders. Let's get her back in the water, live another day.
All right, guys, what a great day on the water. It looked like you were not gonna make it. Actually, let's be completely honest. You didn't, you snagged that 3, it came off, time expired, and then you hunted it down and got it again.
I mean, we had like 2 minutes left. I finally found a fish that was huge, hooked it, did a rookie move, tried to boat flip it into the boat, came off of the boat once I hit it on the boat. Luckily, we just grabbed something else that was sitting on the deck, tied it on. The fish stayed there for some reason. Just tied something back on, dropped right back on it. She bit right again, so. A little over the time, but she was a lot bigger than 240, so.
I tell you what, the fact that you rehooked it and got it to bite again, I will waive the time limit. We're gonna keep you nice and dry, and I will go ahead and we'll be donating $500 to Autism Anglers on your behalf.
That's awesome, man. They're gonna greatly appreciate that.
Well, thanks, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Great job. Check us out next time. Don't miss the next challenge on Ozark Outdoors.